So today I'm going to be doing a drive on a very different sort of car for an old Burke page, and that's my 2008 Volvo S80 D5. I don't really know why I've got this car, but it's great for night. It's got good lights and it's nice on the open road because obviously it's very economical, and being a diesel, it makes light work of longer trips. And most importantly, they are very, very good value these days. They have a dismal resale value from you, Volvos generally, and this one, once that initial depreciation has been taken, the knock of that by the first buyer, they actually represent very good value for money, and it's a really nice car for the price that it's valued at. So I'll take a bit of a road test and I'll do a walk around video of it as well. And if you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. And if you we have a lot of other videos coming up, a lot of Mercedes tests coming in as well, which is going to be very exciting. But anyway, enjoy something different. And yep, here we go to the Volvo way of doing a U-turn. It's not the smallest turning circle at all. You know, the 123, you can actually turn around there without even leaving the tar. This is a very cool looking car. So we're going along in this 2008 Volvo S80 D5. Yeah, I bought this car from a family member. It's got a full Volvo history or service history at the Volvo dealership, and it's done 162,000 Ks. And the first impression is one of solidity. It's a very solid feeling, luxury, comfortable car, which it was. It was the top of the range back in 2008, the S80s. And sure, there were different engine options, but the spec level of the interior and stuff didn't really change. So this, for example, has got xenon lights and swivel as you go around corners. It's got a decent sound system. It's basically got everything you need. Sunroof, obviously, all of that. Very soft, comfortable seats that are supportive as well. A lot of torque. It's just over 400 Newton meters, and it certainly pulls very well. And being a diesel, it's really nice on the open road, very economical, very comfortable, makes any trip effortless really, and economical as well. On the open road, you can expect sort of 7 litres, 7.5 litres, 100 Ks. It is a fairly big car, so I don't think it's particularly bad. And around town I get under 10, it's about 9.5 litres per 100 Ks. So I'm going to close the sunroof here as we approach bigger road, and I'll give you an idea of how it feels just to pull away in it, and just what it feels like at 120 at cruising speed. Let's see here, nice and clear here. So going along, I floor it. It's a 6-speed auto, this very smooth shifts, pulls very nicely. It really does feel effortless as well. Not going to go faster than that, but there we are at 120. And at 120 in drive, it's revving at, let me just get it there again, revving at about 2,700 revs. But it's a very comfortable place to be at 120. It's very very quiet. A little bit of wind noise from the sunroof. I find closing this helps a lot. Just get rid of that. But other than that, unless you're accelerating, you don't hear the engine, yeah, road noise is acceptable as well. This one's running on 17-inch alloys, 235, 70, 40 or 50 tires. I don't know offhand, but I'll have a look just now. And yeah, it's got everything you need. I've done a lot of stuff on it. As I said, it's got a full Volvo history. Recently, about 2,000 Ks ago, the 160,000 kilometer service, I had the cam belt done. I replaced all the engine mountings as well. We also had an ABS light on here, so I replaced the ABS pump. That resolved that issue. And yeah, it's running really nicely now. And to give you an idea here, just how effortless it is. So here I want to overtake this car here. I don't want it to be a lengthy process. I see there's another car coming there in front. But acceleration from this sort of speed for overtaking is fantastic. So here we go. Okay, let's go. And they move out the way, which is very sweet of them. Thank you. There we go. Well, it gives you an idea. It's really nice. A lot of torque. Really effortless down it, for overtaking and stuff like that. And cruising is really nice as well. And you also have the option of putting the box into manual. As I said, it's a 6-speed auto. Not much use in doing that, but I do it because I don't like revving it. There's very little to be gained once you go after 3,500 revs and out of the torque peak there. But if you keep it in manual and you just sort of change it, you can actually make very good progress. So let me just put it back here in first. Okay, you can make very good progress just by changing it about 3,500 revs. So like that. You just stay in the torque peak there. And it's almost quicker like that. So as opposed to revving it, just staying between 2,500 and 3,000 revs, just keeping the revs there, it's really the optimal place to be. And yeah, very, very comfortable at that sort of speed. So let's see here. So pulling away again, I'll just change quickly. Just 3,500. Yeah, very, very nice, effortless really. So I often drive it in manual to do that, because I find if you have it in auto, and obviously the box does adapt and stuff like that to your driving style, but I find it holds the gears too much, and there's very little to be gained revving a diesel engine too close to red line. There's no power there to speak of. Well, there's no torque anymore. There's obviously the power is there, but there's no torque. And yeah, just keeping it those low revs, and it's really fine. So like that sort of thing. And you actually make much better progress. The alternative is an automatic. Obviously just lift off when you get to 3,000 and it'll change. But yeah, a really nice, comfortable car, great lights, xenon in front, and really effortless on the open road, and even around town. It's got park distance, front and rear. So very easy to park. Doesn't have a camera, but the phone still connects to Bluetooth on the original Volvo sound system here. You can say you can connect for calls, but you can't connect to stream Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. But there is an auxiliary cable that you can plug into your phone to get around that. But yeah, watch the rest of the video, and if you're enjoying it, please subscribe. So to do a quick walk around, 2008 Volvo S80 D5. Just put new tires on. It's 225 50 17s. So it doesn't affect the ride too much. They're not particularly low profile, and it's actually very comfortable in it. Just looking at the car. Obviously the xenons, quite interesting as well that they actually tilt as you go around a corner. Body's actually really nice. Had an issue with the old, what's that, paint protection shield that was on here. It had been the original one that went on, and it was very badly cracked. I tried to get it off. I bought a heat gun, and I sat there and I was taking off a square millimeter at a time, and I thought, bugger that, and I sent it to Sub-Zero Detailing here in P, and they did a very nice job in getting it off. Did damage the paint a bit, but I had that really nicely fixed, and it's invisible, so it can't be seen. And yeah, very comfortable place. Electric seats front and back. The wrong color for interior cream. In my profession, it's very, very difficult to keep it clean. But yeah, multifunction steering wheel, got really everything you need here. I don't like these electric parking brakes. I much prefer the manual thing with the handle and stuff, but that's just me. It does work well enough. And just put on the ignition here. There we go. You can see through here what's here. Just telling me to put on the brakes here to start it. But yeah, nice sound system as well. And we're not going to play that now. Lots of space. I love these vents here at the back on the Volvo, in the B pillar. They're very effective at face level, and obviously in this you can set the temperature, as well as you can plug in headphones there, so the backseat passengers can listen to their own music, separate to what's going on in the front. See airbags everywhere. One of the nicest features, which I don't often see, is this over here. So it's a very big, deep boot, and that folds down as well, so you can fold down the seat as well. But what's very useful is this, and I use it all the time. You clip that up and you use this little back piece. So if you've only got a few bags or whatever, you fold it up. Obviously underneath this, if you have a look underneath here, I think it needs to be loose on this side as well. There we go. You know, the toolkit and stuff is also over here. But that's a very, very useful feature. This is something I use all the time. Let me just lock that into place again. And it just stops stuff, you know, you go to the shops and you put your bags there, it just stops it from flying forward and going out of reach. We'll open up the bonnet as well. Certainly a very comfortable car, as I keep saying. And you know, I've owned a few Volvos over the years. I had an 850, a T5, we had a V70 wagon, a 2-litre turbo. And they do run very, very well. Little problems always, warning lights, stuff like that. This one doesn't have any of that sort of stuff. We've sorted that all out. Not much to do here. We've just changed these mountings, these big ones here, this one and the one underneath. Changed that, changed the cam bolts. Joe from Quinn's Auto did that. This is a nice example. It's got all its spare keys, all its books are here. Full service history with Volvo as well. Got it here somewhere. Oh, here we go. All the books are here as well. Spare keys. So yeah, it gives you an idea of what these cars are like. Really nice, comfortable cruising cars. Effortless on the open road, and yet not too big for around town. As I say, front and rear parking sensors and Z-in lights. I love using it at night. It's very, very good lighting on the car. And yeah, I think for a modern car it looks nice. Bit indescript, but yeah, not a 123 Mercedes. Okay, so here Bella's taking the car for a drive. Bells, what do you think?
Pretty good for a new car.
I know, the complexity is a bugger. As I say, to get this thing with no warning lights was a challenge, but we've achieved it now. But yeah, a very comfortable place to be. You can see here in the passenger, obviously the sunroof as well. I find the cream interior exceptionally difficult to keep clean, especially doing what I do. So every day I leave the office and I'm full of oil, and I get in here and I've got to clean it. But yeah, other than that, it does look very attractive. So in summary, these D5s, these S80s are great cars from a value point of view. You know, the depreciation on them is horrific from new. And getting one with a full history these days, you know, you're really getting a car worth a lot more than you're actually paying for it. It's a very refined, powerful, economical, comfortable cruising car. That's very safe. One of the safest cars in the world at the time that this was produced. And so yeah, you really got a lot of things. And you know, this car, to give you an idea in terms of cost, has cost me 85,000 Rand. That's what it's cost. So the amount of car that you're getting for that price is phenomenal. It's really, really good value, and I would suggest buy one if you see one.